All right. So hopefully you've signed up for your Cricut account login with your Crossroads credentials, and you've downloaded, and now you've opened Design Space. So you got the home screen that welcomes you with your name, and we're going to start designing a sticker that we're going to put on our design notebook. So I want you to navigate over to the canvas, and you'll see a bunch of tools along the side and a blank canvas for you to design on. Your sticker should include a picture of some kind as well as some text. So let's start with a picture. You have a couple of options. If you're an artist, you can scan your artwork and upload it. And if you're like me, where you're not too artistic, you can find a picture on the web. So we're going to go over to the web and we're going to try to find a picture. So let's say I want a picture of a butterfly on my design notebook. So there's good ones. I put in butterfly line art, but let's just say I type butterfly and then I click the images tab. These are the kind of images that will not work with vinyl stickers. It's got to be monotone. You can look at the examples I gave you, but anything with a backing and multiple colors is not going to turn out. That's why I typed in line art. And then you get sort of black and white looking things. I want sort of an abstract looking one. I can no, that one looks pretty good. So what I can do with this is I can simply take a screenshot. And the way you take a screenshot is Command Shift 4. And that gives you this little bullseye. And I can select that image. So now that's placed on my desktop. I'm going to go back to Design Space. And I'm going to click the Upload button. And when I do that, I get taken to this window. And I'm going to say Upload Image. Now, if you had it open, you can drag it right in there, or you can find it on your computer. I'm going to navigate over to my desktop, and I organize my desktop by date modified, so it's the first one there. So I can see there it is. And I'm going to click Continue. Now, this is the background remover. And what this means is we don't want this white thing. Right now, we haven't really told the software what to cut for our sticker. So in order to remove the background, we're going to use this magic eraser tool. And if I click anywhere, it's going to, did you see that? It removed everything that's connected to the white that I clicked. Just to go back and show you that again, I can click anywhere and it will remove the whole background. You can see there's a few things it did not remove, and that's because they're enclosed spaces. So I'm going to go in and individually click on those two. I can see if it worked by going to this, and we're going to focus on the single layer. And as you can see, it's pretty much exactly how I want it. So I'll say Continue, and it generates the way the sticker is going to look. I can give it a name, Abstract Butterfly, in case I ever want to use that image again, and then I can say Upload. Okay, so now it's on my, this is something it's going to do. It's going to give you all kinds of suggestions. As much as possible, I would ignore what they have to say. So this is my butterfly abstract. I think the lines might be a little thin. So we have a whole bunch of options now that we've got a picture in there. One of the things is offset. And you see these blue lines? It's showing you where it just takes whatever you're doing and traces it. So I actually want to make my lines a little bit fatter. Maybe like, I don't know, even 0.02. Let's say 0.03. And I'll say Apply. And now you can see it made it a little fatter. I don't know if you can see closely, but there's two colors here. So there's my original image and then there's the outline. So now what I want to do is select everything and say Combine, Unite. So that will just turn it into one sticker. So that's my abstract butterfly. I kind of like it. Next thing I want to do is add some text. So I'll click the text button and I can go ahead and let me say I just want to write D&E. I'm also going to put my name, but I'll do that in a minute. So that's my D&E, and I can set it up so that it's underneath that. We want to be aware of how big everything is. This is really only, you can see up here, it's only 3.6 inches tall and 2 inches wide. Our actual paper is 8.5 by 11. So you can see I can make this quite a bit bigger and still have room for it. So what if I want to make it 5 inches big? So now I've got it much larger. And then I can also modify this. It's 72 inches right now. What if I made it, sorry, font size 100? Is that big enough? That's pretty good. Maybe I want it a bit bigger. The main thing I don't like is the font. I think it's ugly. So I'm going to go into the font menu, and you can see it's kind of defaulted to Cricut Sans. Now, this is where I want you to pay attention. A lot of these fonts look really cool, but they have a price tag. Cricut is always trying to get you to pay for stuff, and I don't want you to pay for anything in this class. If you like these fonts and want them, there is a way you can find them on your own. But for now, I want you to click System, and it will only add fonts that are already on your computer. I have a lot of neat fonts because I am obsessed with fonts. So I often find free fonts and download them. So I don't know how you want to, maybe that's a nice font for this D&E. I'll put that there. Okay, and I also want to make sure this is centered. So I'm going to click both of them. And then up here we have an align button. I can center them. So now it looks a bit nice. The last thing I want to do is put my name, but I'd love to do my name kind of in a fancy way, maybe put it inside the butterfly wing. So what I'm going to do is click text again, and I'm going to write my name, but it's all in there. So what I'm going to do is change the font. I think I want some, again, I'm in System. I want it to be more of a, I don't know, like a handwriting font. Maybe something bold, stylish calligraphy. That looks nice. Okay, so I'm going to do that, but then let me unclick this text. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to do that. Let me get rid of this menu. How do I do that? Okay, so I'm going to take this Maya. I really want to make it a little smaller, maybe like 40. I don't know. You can estimate it. And then I want to see this curve. I'm going to curve it. I want it to curve a little. I don't know how I want it to curve, but let's say I want to curve it like that. I also want to spin it around, and I want to put it right inside the wing. I'm kind of aiming for along the edge of the wing kind of thing. I guess that's not bad. Let me see. I'll just rotate it a little more so it's right there on the edge of the wing. Okay, so this is pretty much how I want my sticker to look. Now that I've got this there, this is basically the simple design of my sticker. So we added text, we added a picture, and now the next thing you're going to do is actually cut out this sticker.